This is an ABP Live Podcast.
So, fresh out of the liquor policy controversy, the Aam Admi Party has found itself in another dispute. And this time, it's a bus scam. Now on Sunday, Delhi's Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena forwarded a complaint to the Central Bureau of Investigation to investigate the alleged corruption in the procurement of DTC buses. And just like every other political brawl, this soon turned into a war of words between Aam Admi Party leaders and the Lieutenant Governor, as Aam Admi Party has said that LG is framing baseless charges against him to divert public attention from all the corruption charges hanging against him. On the other hand, the main opposition in Delhi, the Bharatiya Janata Party, also joined this bandwagon and threw shade at Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal by saying that Mr. Kejriwal has become synonymous for corruption and demanded his resignation. But what is this bus scam that has brought the Aam Admi Party in the middle of a controversy again? Let's talk about all of this today. So welcome to Clear Cut, only on ABP Live Podcast. I'm your newsman Rudrashis, and today let's talk about Delhi bus scam. So the Lieutenant Governor has recommended a CBI investigation based on a complaint from June on the supposed irregularities in the appointment of the Delhi Transport Minister as chairman of the committee related to tendering and purchasing of DTC buses. It is also alleged that the appointment of Delhi Integrated Multimodal Transit System as the management consultant for the tender was done with the sole reason to facilitate the irregularities in the procurement of the buses. Now, according to news agency reports, this complaint is related to a July 2019 purchasing bid for 1,000 low-floor BS4 and BS6 buses. It has been alleged that there are irregularities in both of these deals. Now, this complaint was forwarded to the Chief Secretary on 22nd of July, and it was further forwarded to the LG's office on 19th of August. According to the Chief Secretary's report, the whole process had many violations as per the Central Vigilance Commission's guidelines and general financial rules. It was also highlighted that the Delhi Integrated Multimodal Transit System was intentionally made a consultant so that the disparity in the whole process could be endorsed. The discrepancy in the report said that the DTC had floated the tender for procurement of 1,000 buses, and it was a single tender for supply of 1,000 BS4 or latest buses. In the pre-bid, the quantity of 1,000 buses was bifurcated into 400 BS4 buses and 600 BS6 buses, but the tender still remained one only, and the bidders could have made the bid for the entire quantity of these buses of both types. Now, there was another discrepancy that was highlighted in the report. Now, Tata Motors had made a bid for 600 BS6 buses. On the other hand, JBM had also made a bid for 1,000 buses at a rate higher than Tata Motors. Now, technically, JBM became the single bidder, and therefore, the tender should have been rejected, and a fresh tender should have been called by the tender committee. Now, this whole controversy has started a political slugfest in the national capital. The Aam Admi Party government has alleged that launching a CBI probe was a politically motivated move. Aam Admi Party MLA Saurabh Bharadwaj has said that not a single rupee was invested and not a single bus was purchased. Then what is the need of an inquiry or framing such baseless allegations against us? Mr. Bharadwaj further added that this whole drama was done to divert the public's attention from the corruption charges against Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena. Now, BJP has stated that each and every department of Aam Admi Party is involved in corruption. BJP's national spokesperson Gaurav Bhatia said first it was the excise policy, now there are irregularities in the purchase of buses. Giving tenders in exchange of money has become an important part of Kejriwal's politics. Kejriwal and corruption have become synonymous. Now, with elections coming in for two big states, namely Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat, political parties are trying its level best to throw shade at each other and make a name out of itself. So for now, it's hard to tell whether these allegations are baseless or any serious irregularities took place in the procurement of buses. That's for time to tell. So that's all the news and scoops I have for you today. Today's episode was produced by Lalit. This is your newsman Rudrashis Kanjilal signing off. Have a wonderful evening and keep listening to ABP Live Podcast.
This is an ABP Live Podcast.